Hey guys, so I played the 3 matches with the Black-White Warriors deck in the 2-man queues, but unfortunately my recording software sort of malfunctioned and didn't actually record the games. But luckily Magic Online records games when they're in events with prizes, so I'm able to I don't want that open. I'm able to replay the game through the recording on Magic Online, and that's what we're going to do here. So this is the hand we started with. It's one we keep because it's got a good curve out. Leading with Blood-Soaked Champion is what I think I do here. And Blood-Soaked Champion's a real problem for opponents because he's immune to so much removal. I mean, he dies, but your opponent wasted a card in a lot of ways. So they mulliganed to 5 or to 6 rather, and they were the ones playing. So they led with either their Scryland, and then we drew another Blood-Soaked Champion, which is just filthy, obviously. And then we played our first Blood-Soaked Champion, and then we got Thought Seized. I think he hits Battle Brawler. Yep. So we didn't have as good of a 2-drop as we had, but he did leave the other Blood-Soaked Champion, which makes sense because if he puts it in our graveyard, he's still kind of in our hand. So now we play both our Mardu Woe Reaper, which exiles us a card and gains us a life, and then we play our Blood-Soaked Champion. And then it's our opponent's turn again. Soulfire Grandmaster. And we swing with both. I didn't play the Chief of the Edge first because I wanted to be able to bring back my... Oops, I did not mean to pause that. My Blood-Soaked Champion in the event that he blocked it, and he didn't. So then in second main phase, I play the other one back from our graveyard. So that is the might that is Blood-Soaked Champion. And now we see a Haven of the Spirit Dragon. We haven't seen a dragon yet, but it is a little concerning to see. This time I did the same thing because I wanted to, if he wants to use removal on them, I can just get them back. So he's much more likely to not use removal on them. So we play out Battle Brawler with the intention of playing Chief of the Edge on the next turn and hitting him really hard. But he plays a Storm Breath Dragon, which seems like a problem, right? Especially because we're stuck on 2 lands. But in playing Chief of the Edge, I turn on my Battle Brawler to make him a 4/2 with First Strike, and I can just swing with everything, knowing that my Blood-Soaked Champions can come back and knowing he'll take at least 7 damage. Which he does. We are stuck on 2 lands, which is a big problem, but our opponent is definitely on the ropes. Although Glare of Heresy took care of our Chief of the Edge. And we still aren't drawing lands, but again, I swing with both creatures, I think. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I swing with both creatures and take him down to 5, losing my Battle Brawler in the process, but playing out another Battle Brawler, I think. Oh no, getting the Blood-Soaked Champion back from my graveyard. That's right. So, we can just keep swinging with both of these guys and getting them back from the graveyard, which is a big problem for our opponent. Here, though, he has enough mana to Monstrous his Storm Breath Dragon, which does 5 to us. Puts us at 14, but he can't swing because we have lethal on the board. So we swing again, not worried about what might happen to our dudes because they can just keep coming back. And here what I should have done is probably played a Dragon Hunter since it could have just swung through the Storm Breath Dragon. But I bring back a Blood-Soaked Champion, maybe because I was worried about removal, but my opponent's hand was empty, so that was probably a bit of a misplay. So we're still on 2 lands here on turn 8, but we attack anyway, bring him down, try to bring him down to 2, but our opponent has removal, it seems. Yeah, Murderous cuts our other guy, so we lose both of them. So here I finally play the Dragon Hunter, and our opponent has to draw removal or die on the next turn. So he swings into us, which makes me think he has removal. We finally draw our third land, but I swing, and our opponent takes lethal. So that was the first game of this match. I'm going to pause real quick and pull up the second game. All right, we're on game 2 now of this match against this what seems to be sort of a control deck that tries to finish with Stormbreath Dragon. And we got an interesting hand, one where we don't get to play a turn 1 drop because our only white source is a tap land, but Blood-Soaked Champion's on top of our library, and we put it back on top. So here we play out Blood-Soaked Champion and a Dragon Hunter just to get damage on the table fast. One of them eats a Wild Slash, but our opponent's stuck on 2 lands, so we bash in for 2. Then we play our own Scry land, we see a Mardu Woe Reaper, and we put it on the bottom of our library. I think I was probably looking for removal just in case he did something to us, but we play Bloodshin Raider, so even if he plays a creature, blocking's hard. That also eats a Wild Slash. But we drew another Blood-Soaked Champion. This is the same opponent we had 2 Blood-Soaked Champions against in game 1. Then we play it. And then we play a Mardu Woe Reaper. Gain ourselves a little bit of life by exiling one of the cards in our graveyard. And then we end our turn. I think I didn't want to overcommit out of fear of Anger of the Gods being sided in. But he didn't draw the land for it. And so we just bash for 6 here. And then we play Battle Brawler, gain another life. And we play out Dragon Hunter, just forcing the issue here. And our opponent scoops. They got mana screwed there in game 2, and we just had a crazy start. We drew 3 lands that game, which took us until the very end of the first game. So we ended up beating this opponent. So that was 1 match down. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the recording snafu. Luckily, Magic Online bails me out a little bit so I can sort of commentate on them. It's not the same, I know, as me actually talking about the plays as they're happening, but this was the best I could do this time. Hopefully it won't happen again. So anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.